Hey guys, this is Ian. I'm here to tell you about my PS3 collection. I've got about 22 games or something like that, and these are the games that I'm going to be using to choose my top 5, or I'm not sure, maybe I'll do a top 10 list. Maybe you guys can tell me what you think. Do a top 5 or top 10. And I also want to know if you guys are interested after watching this in seeing my PS2 collection or maybe my DVD collection. Just let me know if you guys want to see that. So let me know which one of these games would you put as your number one game, and I'll let you know what I think of each of the game as I go through it. Street Fighter 4, very cool game. I think they could have made it a little more accessible for new users. Batman Arkham Asylum, very cool game. Especially since it's a new developer, Rocksteady, and I think the sequel should be awesome. Then we have Fallout 3, really cool, good DLC. Metal Gear 4, I liked the first 3 much better than this one, but it's still a decent game. But the other ones I played through multiple times. That one I only played through once. Infamous, pretty cool. I like this game, but it kind of burned me out the second time through, especially getting the blast shards. That was a pain. I hate all these games having collectible trophy kind of thing. Then Soul Calibur 4, it's a okay game, but it's definitely not as good as my other fighting games. Grand Theft Auto 4, kind of a disappointment for me after San Andreas. I really loved that one. This one had way too many things like taking care of your friends, making sure they're happy. Killzone 2, I kind of got into the hype of this game. I'm not really that into FPS games, so it's kind of disappointing for me too. I was hoping there'd be more teamwork. Then here's Little Big Planet. This is a really cool game. Very unique. Something that you can't get other places, and it's one of the only games where after a year I can turn this on and there's tons of new stuff for me to see that I've never seen before. Then we got Resident Evil 5, one of my favorite online co-op games. This was really, really fun to play through. And I really love the Resident Evil series. This is kind of getting too far away from what I like about Resident Evil 1, 2, 3. But considering how fun the online is, I'm still happy with this game. Fight Night. I think the controls in this are really awesome. I don't know why people have a problem with it, but it's a really cool game. And if you're into boxing, I think it really gives you a decent simulation of what boxing is really about. Red Faction. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto on Mars, I guess you could say. But it's a really cool game. I really love the destructibility, and I found myself spending tons of time just blowing stuff up and having a good time. Dead Space. This was my number one game from my previous top 5, and it's still one of my favorite games. This is what Resident Evil ought to be like, and it's definitely, for the single player, it's much better than Resident Evil 5. It's an awesome game. If you're into horror stuff or action, you gotta play this game. I mean, if you're not that much into those genres, I think you ought to at least give it a try. It's a really amazing, fun, well-made game. Army of Two. This is a cool game. I think they're discontinuing the online, but it's a fun game. It definitely shows its age. I can't really recommend getting it, but it was fun for me. Assassin's Creed 1. It's a really cool game. I know a lot of people found it really repetitive, and it is, but when it first came out and it was new, I thought it was pretty amazing. Uncharted, the first one, similar to Assassin's Creed, it shows its age, but it's a really well done story, and the gameplay is really fun too. It's a pretty tight game, so I like it. Now we have Army of Two, the 40th Day. It improves on just about every problem with the controls on the first game, and overall it's just a better made game, but I think kind of suffers some of the like charm of the characters from the first game is lost in this one. It's not quite as fun, and the ending is maybe even worse than the first game's ending. I don't know how they managed that. Assassin's Creed 2. I haven't finished this yet. Oh, I didn't mention I haven't finished Red Faction either. And this is a good game, and I don't really understand why people like it so much more than the first one, because to me it's pretty much the same thing. And this is the one that I found getting kind of repetitive for me, because I played through the whole first one, and to me this one's not that different from it. It's a good game though, so I will finish it definitely. Uncharted 2. This is an amazing game. Actually, if you play the first one, it is quite different, the gameplay, and I guess in kind of subtle way, but anyway, it's pretty well made. The graphics are great, the story is great, everything about it is top quality, and I really think this is an amazing game. Heavy Rain. This is hard to even describe as a game. It's more like an interactive drama. That's what they call it in the game. And yeah, it's a great story. It's fun to play through for your first time. I think for your second playthrough, it's a little bit more fun to just bring a friend over and watch what they do and see how things turn out differently for them. Tekken 6. A little too much like Tekken 5, but overall it's a well-made game. If you don't have any Tekken games in your collection, it's a good game to get. And there's definitely a ton of characters. But I think Street Fighter is probably a little more, gives you more. Last one is God of War Collection. And this is God of War 1 and 2. I didn't play those on PS2, so that's a new experience for me. I liked it a lot. I also own Call of Duty 4, and it's a good game. I had a lot of fun with it online. The sequel, Modern Warfare 2, I had a ton of problems with, and I really disliked it, so I ended up selling it. It's the only PS3 game that I've sold. So that's my whole collection. Like I said at the beginning, let me know what's your favorite game, and if you're interested in seeing PS2 collection or DVD collection, and let me know if you think I should do a top 5 or a top 10 this year. Alright, and have fun. Peace out. Phew. Hey guys, this is Ian, and I was here to talk to you about your mother, and I think she's a prostitute. Hey, this is Ian. Today, I'm gonna kill you. Damn. I can't. I always. I keep forgetting what I want to say. I gotta fart.